I've heard many theories about why children learn to walk, but the one you're about to hear is a little bit different and a lot more inspiring. So can you remember when you learned to walk? I can't. It was a long time ago, but I've been privileged to watch children learn to walk. It's incredible, and it fascinates me. Like watching a great movie or listening to an amazing song, watching children teaching themselves how to walk is a reminder of the power of community. It also reminds me just how heavy the weight of responsibility can be. If you're thinking that I'm being dramatic, let me explain. I've heard many analogies inspiring us to take lessons from children as they learn to walk. Each one of them makes sense. But up until recently, I didn't fully intuit why it was that children learned to walk. It's because of us. They see us walking around on two legs, and the older they get, the more curious babies become. They watch us walking around, getting swiftly and elegantly from the kitchen counter to the sofa. They see us running, watching the wind we kick up in our wake. Babies watch us, and they want a piece of this walking action. So how long does it take them to realize that crawling is not just an efficient way to travel? Look, I don't know. But at some point, they make the decision that they too will stand. They too will walk. And this is what it's about. Overcoming failure is about choices. You see, the baby plants her hands into the ground and shifts her weight onto her feet. There's a brief moment where her legs are holding some weight and the pressure is right under her feet. Suddenly, there's trembling, weakness, and then she's back on the floor. Maybe she cries. Maybe she just sits there, confused about why it didn't work. But before she even knows that quitting is an option, who does she see? More and more people walking around. Not one of them is falling over. Not one of them is looking scared while they walk. Babies watch this and don't see another opportunity to fail. Babies see a chance to try again. After all, overcoming failure is easy when you're surrounded by so many examples of success. In an environment where people have what you want, how can you not succeed? You see, environment is shaped by our beliefs. Just like Tarzan learned to swing through the treetops of the jungle when he was raised by apes, every one of us learns behaviors from the families that we are raised in. Babies learn to walk because there's no room for anything but walking upright. Walking is like breathing. It needs to happen. There are numerous examples of how it works. Just crane your neck at your mother, your father, your siblings, and your grandparents. Go to the mall and you'll see hundreds more doing the same thing. Success is everywhere you look. The other thing is walking is everywhere. And so you keep trying. The trying becomes more effective and eventually you're up. And then comes your first step. Then your second. After that, you're on your way to becoming a master of this whole walking thing. When success becomes your focus, failure loses its power. So remember, your children are watching you. Your children may be older now. They may already know how to walk and talk and eat without spilling on themselves, but they're still watching you. They're still learning from you. Your limitations will become their limitations if you're not careful what you do or what you say. As I say this, you are an example to the people in your life. You show them what is possible and equally what is impossible. Our responsibility in living is far greater than we will ever realize because we are always an example to someone out there. Isn't it time we started acting like the kind of example that we want to be? The kind that inspires children to see past limitations and see through them? It's time to think growth-oriented. In her book, Mindset, Dr. Carol Dweck gave us two approaches to living. The first was to see everything as fixed. Intelligence, talent, everything being predefined and only finite. This is the fixed mindset. The other option she suggested was to see ourselves as constantly growing as we learn. Everything we want to achieve can be achieved and mastered with enough time, practice, guidance, and help. There's an abundance of everything in the universe. This is the growth mindset. You don't need to be the best at anything in order to be a great example for your children. All you have to do is believe that you are constantly growing, changing, and learning. When you laugh at your failures and learn from them, you become the example your children need to become anything, do anything, and dream anything. No matter if their dreams are bigger than yours ever were, don't let that scare you. They will find the answers, the solutions to bring their dreams to life. In fact, let's hope that all our children dream 10 times bigger than we ever could. But whatever you do, as of today, know that you are being watched in the most beautiful way because you are an example. Until next time, be brilliant. Catch you guys soon.